Have a dog fight going on here. Well, hello, dear friends. Who knew? Let us start from our hearts. These beautiful hearts. This ascension process is all about your hearts, our hearts. This is the great mystery. It is the mystery of love. That love that was forgotten on this planet. We've been through a lot as humanity. Mother Earth has been through a lot. And, all these ancient memories are serving us. And so the ancient memories that come here through us are the ancient memories of that beautiful fifth-dimensional Earth that she used to be. Mother Earth used to have a rainbow body. And when she had the rainbow body, this was an electromagnetic field, mainly magnetism. And magnetism was protecting her. Now, this is so interesting because you too, me too, we all have an electromagnetic field. Now, when I see the mystery is so big. When you see the entire cosmos, it's really hard to explain it all. But I always try with little bits and pieces. So with the little bits and pieces, I want to say that the mystery is the mystery of love, the mystery of magnetic love. Love in cosmos is considered to be magnetic. And so the Earth used to have this amazing rainbow magnetic field. And we beings originally used to have that too. And so in Australia, we have those great stories of the rainbow serpent, because the rainbow serpent was the light that was visible as our Father and Mother God. In ancient India, this is when we talk about the same thing, we talk about Shiva and Shakti. And so everyone who's clairvoyant, they start seeing rainbow light coming in from the top, rainbow light coming in from the bottom, meeting in the heart. And that is the Shiva and Shakti energy. This is the rainbow serpents of creation coming in. And the only way they can come in is through an open heart. And so in this ascension process, nothing is more important than focusing on our hearts. Now, there are so many different reasons for that. And again, I'll try to do my best to explain it all. But, for example, we have the story of Jesus. So I think it's a very misunderstood story in this world. And some people even believe it was, the Bible is like a story that really happened of the crucifixion. But that's a very ancient story that we had in all traditions. This is not about crucifying some guy called Jesus. It is actually about the crucifixion of the Christ self that we all of us have written within our blueprint. And so what does it mean to crucify the Christ? Well, we came as beings of spirit into matter. And now our really mission is to reverse it and to spiritualize matter. And that happens through an internal process of crucifixion, where we actually let go of that false identity, the false self. And so the same story was told in India, I was told in Egypt. And, so in our religions, it got misunderstood. But that is actually a very important story to be told. It is for the mystics to be understood. It's not literal. Crucifixion, yes. So yes, it is something that happens within us in the sacred heart. So what does it all mean? I found this beautiful drawing, which I thought was really great, and that is the sacred heart. What is the sacred heart? So for example, in Taoism, it is really well described that when we practice 7 qualities of the heart, and they are actually here as grace, appreciation, kindness, gentleness, gratitude, love, and thankfulness, that we activate 7 layers of actually muscles that then produce an electromagnetic field that we know to be the rainbow body. Now, this is, again, so much information just to say one thing. It is only when the sacred heart is activated, when the muscles are producing this electromagnetic field, that we actually can fully embody this rainbow light, which is the light of the mother, which is the light of the father. It's pretty mysterious. And then we just reignite this original blueprint. Now, this blueprint was the original blueprint of people in Mu. So when we first came here, you know, the earth then fell from this beautiful rainbow light, and we fell with her. Falling really is a great way to describe it, because when Mu had to be destroyed, it was the elements that actually reset the energies on planet Earth. It was due to unconsciousness. And unconsciousness is what does not live in the heart. Everything that lives in the heart, we would call the light of consciousness, because consciousness and love are the same energy. And so when we practice heart-centered living, we can practice it to start with, but eventually we become it. And when we become it, we actually then kind of crucify the false identity, the one who believed that we are not one, the one who looked at someone and judged, the one who possibly even harmed some part of life, not understanding that actually all life is sacred. And so once that really false self, the false identity is crucified, we actually come into our true self, which is our loving self. It is our divine self. It is our I am presence, but more than anything, it is our Christ self. And so we all have the same design. We came here with the same geometry. And now in this process of ascension, we are restoring and actually moving forward with also new upgrades. And so today is a new moon, and we are aligning everything with our cosmic mother nature. Cosmic mother nature is also a very misunderstood being in cosmos from the human perspective. She was forgotten on planet Earth. And again, it all happened when unconsciousness took over. And when the earth herself lost this alignment, she lost her crown, she lost her rainbow body, she lost her magnetism. Now, this is so interesting. What I have seen, you know, when I see these things in cosmos, I saw that when the earth lost this rainbow light, she lost protection. And when she lost protection, all beings who were of low, very low unconsciousness, well, low consciousness, started to come here, because there was no barrier. And I have been to different planets and different stars when I travel out of body. And I have to say that it is nature who actually gives natural protection to worlds. And that when we have, for example, a planet where all beings are conscious, all of them, unconsciousness doesn't even exist there. So when all beings are conscious, they all emanate source light. And so imagine if this, for example, is the new earth. Every single being emanates love, emanates magnetism. And so this is the fascinating thing. Then you and me and all the other, let's say if it's still 8 billion people, emanate magnetic love. So we give natural protection, natural magnetic field to the earth. But because we all are conscious then also the earth is emanating the same from her own heart. And so then we are in a symbiotic relationship with the earth, and the earth is in this beautiful relationship with us. And so as we are really creatures of the earth, when we are embodied on a beautiful planet like this, then it's really important to be one with her and to actually be in exchange of love. That means that we serve her, but she also serves us. And we have to realize that this is the relationship that we originally signed up for. In this event, we will be meeting until the full moon, which will be on December 7th. I receive instructions for this journey, which is about 14 days starting today. I received them up in the air. I was in a flight, you know, and when you are up in the air, it's the best time to meditate. If you fly, or when you fly, just meditate. Don't do anything else. You know, everybody around is always watching TV, looking at their devices. But if you can go into deep meditation, for example, just listening to Orin, which I always recommend, and you can listen to hours upon hours of Orin, and you are away from the discordant energies that are really attached to the earth that humanity is producing. So simply by being physically away from them, you know, it's pretty incredible. Just think about it, because if you are on planet Earth, you are also exposed to a lot of energies that probably we don't want to be exposed to. So much unconsciousness, so much pain, and so much suffering that humans create. But when you're up in the air, you limit the exposure, to whatever amount of people you have on the plane. But then when you meditate, you have better understanding, better seeing, and you can also have visitations on the plane from all the beings that you work with. It's pretty incredible. And so I always travel with, headphones and listening to Oren. So I did 12 hours on 11/11. So it was pretty amazing to be up in the air and just being in meditation. And so all the instructions for this lunar cycle came from that. We will go very deep. This is a very deep mystical path. This is not beginner stuff. This is really taking us to the highest of the highest that I can offer. And that is alignment with the cosmic body of our mother. It will be step by step. Every day we will receive more and more revelations, but today I will take you on a little journey. Today we will do meditation. It will be a short one, only 13 minutes. Maybe we will do 2. We'll see how much time we have. But I want to take you through what we're going to be doing the next, 2 weeks. Once again, we are preparing for a very powerful planetary, cosmic, solar, really galactic event, and that is our winter and summer solstice in Australia, obviously. So solstice. Now, how does this even matter? So we have been part of a civilization that completely, I would say, ignored these very special forces that are upon us every single day. For example, how many people worship the sun? How many people do we have, except for you guys? But how many people connect with something so important every day in a conscious way? How many people on this planet daily commune with Mother Earth? How many people are really aware of all these forces that are coming to us, not only from the physical sun, but all the non-physical suns, meaning the suns that we don't really see, but they exist. And they are sending consciousness codes to us all the time. We can give them many different names. But again, a sun, for example, every sun is really a replica of source. And so we talk about source, but we have many different sources actually. And so every system has a different source, and then that source is a sun. And so we can have a physical sun, and then we have, for example, the great central sun, the great spiritual sun, and so on and so on. But again, these are emanations of solar light. They are very important to us. Very important, because for us that is our source energy. And so the next 2 weeks we'll be connecting with the planet, we'll be connecting with our physical sun, we will be connecting with all the non-physical suns, but also we will connect with so much more. So I'm at Mount Shasta today, and this is a beautiful painting by a dear friend, Daniel Holman, that you might know. He's an amazing visionary artist. And I wanted to show this painting, not just because it's Mount Shasta with the beautiful rainbow and solar light, but because the last 2 weeks I was in a lot of meditation. And I spent a lot of time meditating at night, but also early in the morning. And so these amazing revelations keep coming. So I'll share a little bit of what's unfolding here and what's becoming visible to us. So I visited some very high solar worlds. Now we are on a planet, which is the planetary world. And a planetary world, as a planet obviously is not a sun, but we have a sun. And sun is more of a central consciousness. So we have the solar logos, we have the planetary logos. So we are on the planetary logos, but we also work with the solar logos. And so I had the amazing experience of visiting solar worlds. Now, when I visited the solar worlds, it's the only way I can describe them, I had this incredible realization that I wanted to share because that's something so exciting for all of us. So I was in these higher worlds, and their sun, whatever sun that was emanating such incredible electricity, such incredible light. It was this luminosity, and it reminds me of this painting that Daniel made. This luminosity was so intense that my consciousness and the consciousness of all the beings who live there was just permeated with solar light. And we were all blissing out. And I looked around and I realized there is no room for anything else but pure solar consciousness. And then I realized that these beings in these higher worlds, they have it very easy because the sun that they have, again, it could be the central sun, central spiritual sun, it doesn't matter, you know, so many suns. It's very easy because they are in the golden age. This is for them the golden age. There is no room for unconsciousness. And the earth used to experience that before, and we're going to experience it again. So when the intensity of the heat, it's like spiritual heat running through you. And this is so interesting because they're really, every single being was on fire. The spirit was just emanating into everyone. And so everyone was acting out of bliss. And so, for example, you know, I'm a disciple of Yogananda. Yogananda always talked about this bliss, and he achieved this state of being while he was on earth because he was always connected to the solar light of source, you know, what they call Father, God. But I've been told recently by source itself not to call source God, because it's a word that maybe doesn't really express what source is. So source says, can you call me creator? And so I now say creator. So so in the solar worlds, and this is what's happening on planet Earth, by the way. So on planet Earth, we used to be in the galactic night. And this was not a pretty place to be. You can call it the Kali Yuga. It was a lot of darkness. And we just came out of it in 2021. We are now in the galactic day. Now that means the Earth herself is now really exposed to so much more of the spiritual solar light, as well as the physical solar light. Our sun, for example, is constantly in receptivity to the solar light that comes from the great central sun. So all the suns are connected into one consciousness. They resonate with each other. And so our sun is really, it's consciousness that is above the planetary consciousness. But the Earth herself, she will be receiving more and more and more and more solar light from all the suns. And one day she too will become a solar world. And we will do that with her. We are stepping into a new design of a being, and that is the solar light being. So I actually took some notes of all the amazing things that have been revealed recently. And I thought it was really cool because, you know, many people honor the 1111 portal. And I was able to actually visit the portal. This is a multi-dimensional portal that has really very little to do with our calendar. But all the stars, all the planets, all the suns, all the constellations in cosmos, this big body, have a numerical coding. And this might be interesting to everyone who pays attention to numbers, because cosmos can speak to you through numbers. And in this world, we use these numbers that look like this. I think they come originally, I think we call them Arabic numbers. But the thing is that they actually are from cosmos. And that is because this life force that moves through cosmos, the intelligence that creates all worlds, cosmic mother nature, she uses coding and geometry. So when you can see this coding, you can actually see the codes for the stars, for the systems. And so, for example, I found these two stars. They are like opposing each other. You know, again, I don't know how to describe it. As you can see, one is on the left, one is on the right. So two stars, so two star systems. And each star system is coded with the number 11. And so when they come together, which happens in the month of November here for us, then actually it's aligned even with our calendar, but it's a cosmic event. It's a multidimensional portal that opens, and it stays open only because these stars are aligned with each other, and only because they both are coded with number 11. So when they are against each other like this, or opposing each other, or looking at each other, facing each other, between them is the portal. That is the 1111 portal. So it creates a gateway. And so what does it mean? It means that planet Earth gets different energies, new energies, this amazing boost of, well, we're going to take this to the next level. So then we're going to be working here with a lot of amazing energies the next few days. So the 2 weeks, we will be working with the light of the Pleiades. do pay attention to numbers. If you have questions, for example, and you want to ask Divine Mother, she will give you the easiest answer in numbers. So it's amazing. And I think that's why also we have, what is it called? Is it I Ching? I Ching, I think originally is also a language of the mother, where she communicates through lines which create numbers, and it's coding. And so we will be working with the Pleiades. So what I was able to see, which was quite amazing, when my third eye opened, I was in Texas, and not a special place where I was staying, to be honest. I didn't think that would be some kind of portal, but I was wrong. And so every morning after my meditation, the third eye opened and incredible revelations were delivered. So when you open your third eye, and again, I often teach the method that I use, and one day I can repeat it again. But the third eye really is a portal through which you connect to your super consciousness. So when the third eye opens, the first thing you see is actually your own soul. So your soul is a very large geometrical body that is actually visible through your own third eye as part of you, as the next level of you. So of course, then you can see better when you are at the soul level. And so what I was able to see is what we're going to be learning here the next few days. And that is that we have the light of the Pleiades that is really, especially today, still very, very, very intense, and has been so the last 2 days. And this light is coded with 333. So is the light of Sirius, 333. And so the earth has a code, 33. The code today, for example, if you have the 33 codes, is very intense today. And again, it's because of all the work that's being done around the world, not just, with the codes, but everybody who's here as the guardian of Mother Earth is doing so much work. We are harmonizing the earth so that she can easily make this big shift. We are harmonizing collective consciousness as well, so that we can be more loving, actually very loving, ideally. And so if you start seeing these numbers, you are seeing already what's happening. And also I always say, you might be seeing stuff when you are falling asleep and you're waking up. That's kind of the state where we see a lot. So Pleiades, 333, Sirius, 333. And we will be also working with the constellation of the Great Bear. Now, this looks complicated, the Great Bear, but the most important constellation within the Great Bear to us is the Big Dipper. This is a very high mystical teaching we will be engaging with. So what's going to happen? It's going to be, we are harmonizing our human consciousness with our cosmic origin. We will be remembering together. It will all start unveiling in us. So I'll share the meditations I do every day now, in the morning, in the evening, the same meditation that allows us to open up to all of this. And so we all will be doing this together. So those are the codes 333. You also maybe have heard about other codes that are really high, and we will find them in Cosmos, like 999. And so 777, and so on and so on. All of these are codings of sources of light within Cosmos. It's pretty incredible. It doesn't matter if you see it or not in Australia, because we will be working really with the light that is emanated to the earth, and we all can connect to it, of course. So mainly, we will be connecting to the Pleiades, to Sirius, to the Great Bear, within which we have the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper will be activating us so much. I have done this work many years ago. This will take us again to the next, to the next, to the next level. And again, it was Divine Mother who said that this would be the best thing to do to prepare us for the solstice. We will do something really incredible. And this is something that really, wow, it's like the mystery is just unveiled here. We'll be connecting to Polaris. Now, at the moment, Polaris is our true north. Polaris seems to be, for us humans, our humanity, the core of our galaxy. But actually, Polaris is a pole star, North Star. And every, many thousands of years, we have a different North Star. But that North Star is always kind of the core of the galaxy for us. And so now, until the year, let me see, it's going to be for a while that we will be connecting to. So 2,000 years from now, we'll be connecting to a different star, but okay, we are here now. So now it is Polaris. So this is the collective center of our galaxy. And again, if the mystic in you is excited now, I'm super excited because I remember past lifetimes where all we did and how we achieved enlightenment is by inhaling the light of different stars. Now, as you can imagine, there are many different sources of light, but also energies in cosmos. And so we want to be very picky about what we inhale into us. And so we will be very, 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 very in high light, high integrity, high transformation. And all of this will be changing our DNA. So I do believe the way that we remember stuff is through the DNA. And I had so many experiences with beings who would come and just, look into the DNA, like what's inside of us? Who are you? And so I know that within us is a great mystery. And so these mysteries are unveiled through the DNA. Very beautiful. So yes, I love that, for example, you pulled the card. So, it's all just confirmation. This is the next step for the mystics here. So you see, for example, 5,000 years ago, our North Star was different. It was a star that, we might never heard of. But for now, it is Polaris. It is our true north. And our true north is really important. Our true north, again, this is a beautiful picture that I found, is what opens up the gates of heaven. So up here above the Big Dipper, you see Polaris. And so this is really amazing. This is aligning with the earth. As you know, the earth also has really a sun within her, and eventually that will become the big sun when she becomes the sun one day. Suns are full of worlds, just so that you know. The sun itself is really a being that holds such incredible capacity of light for billions, if not trillions of beings who come and live within the sun and solar worlds. And for many of you, maybe you have done some work with us where we go into these solar worlds and we visit. The earth is the same thing. One day she will also become a big solar world and hold an important role within this new system that is evolving here. Everything right now is evolving, not just the earth, but really the bigger picture that is cosmos. And so when we meditate and we sit and we align, really, this is magic and mystery here. We align with the earth, we align with the Big Dipper, we align with Polaris. We are opening up to the gates of heaven. And you can call it gates of heaven, but really what it is that we just come into alignment with our cosmic mother nature. This nature was meant to flow through us very easily, very naturally. And it's only that humans disconnected, the planet kind of disconnected, that we are not in the flow. And when humans are not in the flow, they cause a lot of pain to each other and themselves. And so you and me now, we're going to come back into that flow. We're going to align with this beautiful energy that is supporting us to actually evolve. So once again, all of this, these are amazing, amazing practices. But really what happens is that we are aligning with love. Yes. The holy race. I like that, Lynn. We are remembering to be holy, and we are holy when we are in our heart. And so all of these energies, we will be bringing them into our hearts. The heart is actually a stargate. The heart within us is a portal. And when that portal is liberated, it has to be liberated so that it can only contain grace, appreciation, kindness, gentleness, gratitude, love, and thankfulness. So, for example, this is the reason why, Yogananda, for example, was recommending not eating meat, because the frequency of meat, which means a dead animal, will interfere with the frequency of these beautiful muscles within us. And again, I always say, if you eat meat, it's an evolution. We have to come to a place where it becomes like a natural step for us. Don't force yourself into anything. I do believe everything just unfolds beautifully, but just so that we have the understanding why, certain things are better for us than others. And so this is all about love. So we will be connecting with the Pleiades, the codes 333, Sirius 333, the Great Bear with the Big Dipper. And we'll do something really fun. We actually will be teleporting to the Big Dipper and stepping on each star, which contains divine will. Now, this is amazing. And this is again something I did this somewhere around 2005, and I did it every single day until really, you become it. And when you become it, the divine will works through you, and you surrender to it because you've activated this amazing consciousness within you. So it's going to be really great. We will be every day aligning with Polaris. This is a real picture of Polaris in the sky. But also we will introduce new practices. So in our past lunar cycle, we did a lot of breath work. And so hopefully you are practicing some kind of breath. The very simple breath is breathing through the spine and really activating the openness channels within yourself. It is all about being open to the right thing, open to the goodness of this cosmos and this universe. And for this lunar cycle, I will introduce a new sacred practice. Now, this sacred practice, I couldn't really, I was trying to put together a better visual than this. But every day, if you can, of course, if you feel like it. So first of all, this lunar cycle will be about really magic and alchemy. And as magicians, I will share all the techniques I remember from all the past lives and whatever Divine Mother gives us. And that is that we create new geometries within us. When we evolve our light, when we evolve our consciousness, we also expand in our own multidimensional self. And then we have better access, better seeing, better understanding, and so on and so on. Really seeing is, we start with imagination. We start with visualization. And eventually we have the breakthrough experience where we start seeing, and not just seeing a little, but seeing a lot, and then more and more and more. And this is how we used to be. We used to be seers, all of us, because the only way that we could actually work with life force consciously was we were able to see her. And when you are able to see this mother in front of you all the time, asking you, what's next, what's next, what's next, then you always act out of love. But it is because humans don't see that they don't mind thinking negative thoughts, all day long, because they don't see what's really happening. And so we are stepping into the true magic, into being an alchemist of life force. And that is using our amazing capacities for the best of the best, for the highest of the highest, in service, in love. And so our practice will be, for now, let's use visualization and imagination, great gifts. In our practice, as we align with these beautiful stars that will be sending us high levels of evolutionary consciousness, we will actually be receiving magnetic pull. Once we say yes to this, we will be magnetically pulled towards love, towards greatness, towards light, towards more and more of all the good things. And so in our head, when you do your morning practice, especially, or evening practice, those are the two great times to practice, sunrise and sunset. That's when the energies are the most potent, sunrise, sunset. And so maybe, you feel like doing this twice a day. When you connect to Polaris, you will see Polaris really straight above your head. You imagine it, you see whatever you want to do, but above you will be Polaris. And then you will bring this ultraviolet light, so it's like working with the violet flame, but this time we know what this is coming from. It is really from a certain source within the galaxy. And so this is going to be coming to planet Earth for a very long time. That's why now is the time to work with the violet flame more than ever. But it really is ultraviolet light. And ultraviolet light has amazing capabilities. And so it's transformation. We will be transforming, and place a sphere of ultraviolet light, so you can call it violet fire, within your head. And you can keep it there all day. I like to keep this light there all day. And when I'm driving or doing stuff, I just remind myself that I put this in my head. And then all my thoughts have to be aligned with the highest of the highest all the time. And if not, then I'll bring it in again, it's about aligning. So this light comes to us from Polaris. So Polaris, right above us, our true north, is bringing the ultraviolet light into our mind, into our head. It's going to be transforming our brain. We become more whole. Our nervous system will be changing. The next sphere of light that, again, as a magician, you want to create, you create the solar light, but not just from our sun, but all the other suns within our big system of the 12 suns. And we fill our chest, our heart, with golden light. So that's why we have pictures of all the saints emanating golden light, having rays of light coming from their hearts. So this is our morning practice, our evening practice. And then this is the most wonderful thing. So I like to put these spheres, if you practice, for example, Qigong and Tai Chi, then you are creating spheres of energy with your hands. And that is what magicians do. So I also recommend getting a small or big magic wand. I do work with a magic wand that has a beautiful crystal. And the magic wands that I use are made from copper, silver, but mainly copper and silver. And so what magic wands do? What is a magic wand? Why do we need magic wands? Do we need them? Well, magic wands direct energy. And so as good magicians, you can go to Etsy and find some nice magic wands. And it's really actually fun when you are directing energy. You point your magic wand towards, for example, Polaris or the solar energy, and you pull down with your magic wand the energy, you bring it into your hands and you start playing with it until you have a perfect sphere. And then again, you place it within yourself. And I've been doing this work for a really long time. And I met some Chinese masters. And for example, when they looked at me, they said, oh, you've been building this pyramid of light around yourself. It's a good one. And so they can see it. And that's pretty amazing, So it is all real to those who can see. And so the last one, we will be filling our abdomen, which we have amazing energies within our being, with the white light of Venus. We are reactivating something so powerful, so beautiful. And I know that many of you know the big mystery, and that is that the Earth and Venus are very interconnected. And so when we bring the Venetian energies within us, we are really becoming the new human, the future kind of humans. And so this is our practice, very simple. 3 spheres of light. Whenever you feel like it, place them within yourself. And then we're going to take it to the next level. I will reveal the next mystery of the golden pill. But again, this is a good start. And so with that, let me see. A lot of the work that we will do will be with Oren. I send the email saying, this is a great album to work with. Again, if you can, please do support the work of Oren and Deben. It's great to have these tools. I've had this, again, for such a long time. And again, Divine Mother will be always guiding you to, sometimes we need to repeat certain things. I, for example, as you know, work with this every single day. And gosh, I think it's been decades. And this is the one I was doing on the plane again and again and again. And from this album, if you have it, I really recommend the 4th journey. And this is the one we will be using a lot. So I use it every day in the morning and every evening. It is connecting, as you can see here in the picture as well. You are connecting with the Big Dipper, you are connecting with the Pleiades, you are connecting with Polaris. And now is the time to do it more than ever. This is now taking us, now is all the big burdens are gone. The big burdens that we've had here on planet Earth, we've had them here for thousands of years. We are in a great place. The planetary grid is in a great shape. We are not there yet, but it's so much easier. So now this mystical work is also much more joyful and we have better results. Transforming your life with divine will. This is really exquisite. So we will learn to walk on the Big Dipper. I will find another visual actually from the mystery schools where you start with the star here all the way on the right, the top right, and you walk down. So bottom right, then you walk across, and you actually physically see yourself walking until you get to the 7th quality of the Big Dipper, which is the 7th divine will. And that's what we will be working here with the next few weeks. So we had about 600 people who signed up for this lunar cycle, which is amazing. So since you signed up, I will actually be sending daily reminders with the Zoom, with some information, with some pictures. So the next 2 weeks, you will be receiving hopefully daily emails from me. And I wanted to show as well where you can find the daily times. They are a little bit, it's all over the place right now because we have the Thanksgiving holiday here in the US. tomorrow. And also I will be traveling quite a bit, but I just put the next few dates. So also here is the time zone converter, which I really love. So it tells you exactly what time that is in your time zone. So now we know for sure when we're meeting the next few days. So you can find that here. So hopefully everybody's really excited about the work that we're going to do here. This is really important work. I believe that, first of all, the pressure upon humans will be increasing for many different reasons. And we want to be in the best possible harmonious state within. Transformation can be so endless. Whatever you were yesterday, you might not need to be today. What you are today might dissolve tonight, and you might wake up as a new person. That's my experience. You never know when it happens, but this work brings it about. And so our true north, we as mystics work with three main energies, really. And that is the energy of the mother. That is the energy of our own Christ, not some Jesus on the outside, our own Christ. Our own Christ body is the rainbow body. It's a very fast frequency. And then we work with source, with the creator, with what people would call father, the solar logos, really, from which we came, the sun beyond suns. And so we connect to these beautiful energies for transformation. Very beautiful. And so with that, we will do meditation. Today's meditation will be only 13 minutes. And we will be bringing in the light of Divine Mother into this planet through our own bodies. You know, the mother always works through the body. She is within the body. If you don't mind, I will say a few more words about the mother, because today I spent so much time with her. Here at Shasta, I was finally able to find a really big, beautiful statue of Divine Mother that we planted outside by the crystals. And so something to say about the mother, since I'm recording this, and I'll post it before we meditate for her, with her, in service to her. Divine Mother, as the beautiful rainbow light, is the cosmic Mother Nature. She is in our bodies. When we were children, we were able to feel her completely. Every time we laughed, every time we giggled as a small child, you know, before they kind of destroyed us. Because what happens, you know, this rainbow light stops flowing naturally. And it becomes so dormant that today we have to call it some dormant Kundalini force, which she isn't. So this life force used to be fully ignited in us when we came into this world. And I would say that maybe till the age of 4, we could feel her really well. But it really depends on what kind of caretakers we had. And so this rainbow light used to flow through us. If you have children, small children, you can see it. Their faces move with her. Their everything, the body moves with her. So we used to move with her. She would always try to restore us to balance, to harmony, to well-being. So our nature was to be healthy, to be restored, to be in the flow, and to be completely moved by her. When a child has pain, they cry. When an adult has pain, whatever type of pain, they suppress it. Well, then, you know, it leads to a lot of problems, because it's life force that wanted to move, but we didn't allow her to. So what we can do is like a shaman. A shaman goes into this, you know, today we call it shaman, and I really, you know, cannot find a better word for it. But when you look at like the shamanic dance, you know, kind of wild, those guys and girls are being moved by her. And so again, spontaneous movement is the mother. And so what she wants from us in this world right now is for her to again come in fully and move us. She will restore the world when we allow her to. She will restore our own lives when we allow her to. She can burn all karma when we invite her in. This is all the difficult practices of Kriya Yoga, for example. You know, Yogananda said, you know, you need to run this energy through the spine like this. You need to do breathing like this. You need to visualize this. You need to chant this. And then when the energy comes through you, it burns 500 years of karma in one breath. Well, that's one way to do it, not the easy way to do it. But the best way to do it, invite the mother in, let her move you, go into nature and allow her to really chant through you, sing through you, tone through you, cry through you, laugh through you, move. She loves the body. She really loves it. She is not in any way, for example, one more thing before we meditate. In this world, one of the big energies that really lost consciousness was sexual energy. At the moment, to me, this is the debasement, and I don't know if that's the word, like how low can we get, so that's not the original design of the mother. And yet she is the one who loves to make love. She is the ultimate lover. Every mystic who actually realizes the mother will feel this amazing mother kind of constantly in love with them, physically, non-physically. It's one big, huge love. She runs through the channels we call meridians. She runs through all the beautiful, sensual spots, but none of them were meant to be what today we just called erotic. It's kind of a cosmic joke what happened on planet Earth, but we understand it. We understand what happened, but there's going to be a big need for restoration of innocence. Innocence means interacting with each other physically, with innocence, love, playfulness, without I'm kind of passionate about this because Divine Mother is too. She told me the other day, since when do we need to turn each other on? Since when do we use body parts and say, this turns me on? That is not the blueprint. Her blueprint is the whole body experience, big, small, body part here, body part there, all of them. It doesn't even matter, like the look, whatever. To her is, are you on fire for life? I'm on fire for life. Let's become a bigger fire and just love life together. And express it with whatever tools we have. It doesn't matter, but none of the stuff that we have in the world today. So that's one of the things that's going to be restored. I don't know how, but we would have to delete a lot of unconsciousness for this to come back to what it used to be. So that's the beauty of the mother. She is the ultimate, really, sensuality, And a lot of mystics try to get away from it because it's very hard to handle such sensuality that a mother is without actually being trapped. But she is the ultimate freedom. It's pretty incredible. To her, there is no such thing as sexual energy, actually. To her, it's all life force, just life force, amazing life force. And then how we express it, only with love, of course. So those were the words. And so this is yeah, hard to really explain it to this world, but let's go into it. So we have an amazing purpose. It will only take 13 minutes, so hopefully you can stick with us. We're going to be calling in the goddess Spiral. Here you see her as the beautiful rainbow light. She is rainbow, but also, many people perceive her as golden light. Really, it's the golden light that looks like rainbow when you think about it, when it splits into the different spectrum. But here she is. Let's call her in, and through your body, let's anchor her into this world, into this amazing planet Earth. So this is service like never before. Call in the mother.
And now, I'm inviting you to the goddess journey. You can just close your eyes, make yourself comfortable, and just relax. Slowly bring the consciousness into this place, into this moment, here and now, and just relax. You can feel your feet on the ground, Your spine is straight. Your breath is normal and relaxing. And slowly bring the consciousness up to the source and feel and see and imagine brilliant golden liquid light is coming down above your head, and breathe in that golden light into your head through your crown chakra. Breathe the golden light around your head and feel how the light is pouring down through your body into every cell of your body, filling it with a golden light. And every breath bringing more light into your consciousness, into your body, into your cells. And light is coming down through your head, through your neck, through your arms, through your heart, embracing all the inner organs and filling them with light. Breathe in the golden light through your crown, down through your body and around your body, through your solar plexus, through your sacral area to the base chakra. You are creating the golden column of light that is coming down through your body and around your body. And breathe in that light down through your legs to the feet on the ground. And you can feel on your feet the golden touch of the light. And more light is coming. The golden light down through your body and through your body and down through your feet, through the layers of the Mother Earth, deeper and deeper and deeper to the center of the earth. And with your golden roots, you are embracing Divine Mother Heart. You're embracing her heart with love, with a respect, with a gratitude. And you can feel her heartbeat as yours. And the feeling of one. And she knows your essence. And her love is light blue energy. She's feeding you. She's nurturing you. She's embracing you. Breathe in her love like a light blue energy up through your roots up to your feet, up to your legs, up through your body to the heart. Exhale out that love into your aura and send it up to the Father Sky, that energies may amplify, and you can feel yourself like a bridge of light between heaven and earth. And now you invoke the divine feminine and divine masculine presence to enter in your body. You can call upon Goddess Isis, Divine Mother, and Osiris, Divine Father. You can call upon Shiva and Shakti, Lakshmi, Ganesha. You can call upon your own goddesses and gods, divine beings of light. And the goddess Isis is at the same time an Osiris giving you blessing. And now breathe in their union of love through your crown chakra, down to your heart. And in your heart, you can feel the threefold flame. On the left side is the flame of Divine Mother. On the right side is the flame of Divine Father. And in the middle is you, the child, embraced with love of Divine Mother and with love of Divine Father in this golden flame. And feel and see and imagine how this golden flame expands and embraces whole your body and whole your aura, and create a sacred golden space of light where you can feel safe, protected, and loved. And in this space, you just surrender. You surrender to the golden spiral of light. And the golden spiral of light is coming down from the source. It's coming down anti-clock direction, entering through your crown and embracing your body, going in a spiral around your body, the golden spiral, down from the source, around your body, down in the spiral, into the center of the Mother Earth. And you are the golden bridge for the goddess spiral to anchor on the planet, to bring the balance for return of the goddess. And you remember your left hand is feminine, Kundalini, and your right hand is a masculine Kundalini. And they're together dancing, goddess and god dance, crossing into every chakra like a DNA and going up to the crown where they join in one. And the spiral around your body is coming down from the source, grounding into the center of the earth. And your feminine and masculine Kundalini is dancing through your chakras, crossing in every chakra, meeting, looking at the third eye, and going together into the one, and balancing you, grounding you, and activate your DNA. Into the eternal dance of the goddess and god dance, in the co-creation with one. I am that I am one.
Thank you for your incredible service. Just imagine so much light that comes through these gates of heaven, through you, really, through your physicality and through your light body into Mother Earth. So this is a big purpose that we are embarking upon. Tomorrow, for many of you, probably in the US, if you are in the US, it's Thanksgiving. I still will be online doing meditations if you want to join. And we will be meeting at 9 a.m. Pacific. Again, it's on the website with a time zone converter, and also at this time, 5 p.m. Pacific. So when you go to bed tonight, connect to Polaris, connect to the Big Dipper. Tomorrow we will do something amazing. We'll connect to all the higher worlds. And so our geometry will change amazingly. The new human, that's who you are. So thank you so much for being here. So much love, many blessings. Thank you.